Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of my Parkitect Sandbox park. Now in the last episode I started work on this newly themed area. Not even sure what to call this theme. I guess it has some sort of African vibe. I built this river rapids here. I'm really happy with the way it sits in the landscape here. Landscaping is not completely done yet, but there'll be something to complete in between episodes, or maybe I'll even do a bit more of that in this video. Anyway, what I want to do in this episode is to continue working on this area, and I want to have a big roller coaster in this part. So I've been thinking of building an inverted roller coaster here, and I kind of wanted to also have like a dive loop or an Immelman in this area. But I'll have to figure out how to do that. Now I've been playing around a bit with. I've been trying to build an inverted coaster here, but it didn't really work out. But I actually did that off camera. But I'm just going to try again. I'll make it a little bit less tall than I initially did, and that should allow me to fit a layout in here quite nicely. All right, I'm excited to get started on this coaster. So let's go. Okay, I'm already really happy with the first half of the layout. There's quite a short lift hill here. After that, curved drop into a loop. Most B&M inverts start with a loop. I think it's always a nice element to include in them. After that, there's this dive loop, and it uses this piece of land, which I really wanted to use for this coaster, as it gives the guests something to watch while they're riding the river rapids. And also something to watch for the guests as they're queuing for the river rapids. After that there's this curve and this roll. Now I really like how flexible you are with the banking in this track, and also how flexible you are with making rolls for and inversions for the coaster. I'm kind of stuck here on the rest of the layout, so I'll just play around with this a bit and see if I can figure out a nice way to go. So what I kind of want to do now is just go around through this area. But this coaster requires quite a bit of clearance, so it might be a little bit tricky to get it done. But we can probably pass over the track here somewhere and through this thread through this curve somewhere. But it'll be something to play around with. Alright, finished the layout. Now, I'm really happy with the way this looks. I think it looks great. So quite a few different types of inversions throughout the track. Again, start off with a loop, Immelman. Here's a 0G roll. I made a spiral over here, after which it travels over the track here again. Then I made this big corkscrew over this over the initial drop. Here I made another helix, and here's a diagonal corkscrew. I quite like how you can build these corkscrews diagonally as well right now in this game, and it gives this nice elongated shape to the inversion. Now it does look a little bit wonky in this inversion. Might be because of the banking I gave the track here. I'll try to sort this out a little bit, because it does look a little bit jarring as these cars travel through this inversion. Alright, it might just be inherent to this type of inversion that you can see a little shake in the cars as they pass through it. Anyway, yeah, I'm happy with the layout, so now it's time to start decorating it. Yeah, I think I'll start with some of these tunnels. I don't want them to show as tunnels. I'll probably turn them into trenches with lots of rocks next to it, and it will probably be a different, a similar feel to this River Rapids ride. Alright, time to get started. Alright, looks like we cannot fit the monorail through this area anymore. So instead, I'm probably going to I'm going to try and weave it through this area. I should be able to make it go over this path and along the edge between the two themed areas, and then make it connect up here again in front of the haunted house. So that's what I'm going to try next. It's probably better than having the monorail really go along the edge of the park. Okay, I'm a bit sick of landscaping, still a lot to be done, but I'll leave that for later, as now I want to focus on building a station for the ride. And I also have to think of where I want the queue to be. Now, we have quite a bit of space here in the middle of the coaster. It would be a shame to let that go to waste, so this will probably be a good spot to build a nice queue for the ride. Alright, the queue is now sort of done. I quite like the layout of this queue like this. So yeah, next up is making the station of the ride. Not really sure what kind of style I want to go for. Although this really simple style for the river rapids, I think it would work quite nicely here as well. So I'll probably just go for something simple like that. Okay, here's the station for the ride. Again, just quite a simple design. I did add some fences here for decoration. But yeah, obviously very heavily borrowed from this design. But I think it looks nice. Definitely a nice station for this ride. Okay, I'll probably spend the rest of this episode just decorating the ride. Quite a lot more landscaping to be done in this area. Yeah, I'll just continue in this theme. So lots more trees, plants, rocks. Yeah, just still a lot to be done here to make this area come together. Alright, that will be all the building I'm going to do in this episode. I will continue decorating this area off camera and maybe also a little bit more in the next episode. This area also still needs some shops, some stalls, toilets, etc. So I could probably combine building that with doing some more landscaping. But yeah, I already quite like how this area is filling up. It looks, yeah, I just really like it. Okay, I think it's time for me to add several patrons to the park, so I'll make an area over here where I'll add those as entertainers. Alright, the first entertainer we have here is a bright purple raptor, and his name will be 737. Wait. 733737. And his last name will be 7. Alright. Hey, he just joined as a patron, but he's already one of the most generous ones. So yeah, thanks a lot for the support. I really appreciate it. Hope you like the name and the color of your suit, and you'll be wandering around in this new area. All right, here we have another patron, and his name will be James Cockcroft. Oh wait, I should probably put that as his last name. Cockcroft. Again, thanks a lot for the support. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy your spot in the park as well. Alright, and finally, for the last entertainer, here we will have Adam G, also known as Can of Rabbit. Alright, hope you enjoy your spot in the park as well. I really appreciate your support, and I really appreciate you as a member of the community in general. Alright, hope you all enjoyed watching me build. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like. Will really help out my channel, and it's not a lot of work. For the rest of this episode, we'll take a ride on this new inverted roller coaster. Alright, hope you enjoyed watching me build. I'll see you again in the next video. See you later.